Venting, questioning, building community. The angry frog starts now. Let's talk about food. For those of us just trying to survive, the options are simple: starvation or poison. That's it. There is no third option, and either way it feels like a slow, miserable death. Ever stood in the grocery store reading labels, wondering, how the hell do I pronounce half of these ingredients, and how is this supposed to be food? Spoiler alert, it's not healthy. Most of those tongue-twisting words are preservatives and chemicals designed to keep food looking fresh while it sits on a shelf, rotting, waiting for some poor sucker like us to buy it. They say it keeps prices low, but let's be real, it keeps profits high. The same corporate greed that runs Big Pharma runs the food industry too. But you don't hear people losing their minds over the grocery aisle the same way they do over insulin prices. Don't get me wrong, medicine costs are criminal, but here's the thing, not everyone needs insulin. Everybody needs to eat. So, where's the outrage about food? And even the poison food. Prices are climbing there too. Used to be, the overpriced healthy stuff stayed tucked away in those fancy organic stores the rich love. Now, even a box of mac and cheese will have you considering a second mortgage. Pretty soon, Kroger's gonna have loan officers stationed at the checkout. And let's say you could afford real food. Who's got the time? The only thing you can halfway trust comes straight from the farmer's market, unprocessed. But cooking from scratch takes hours that most of us don't have. I'm lucky if I can microwave my cup of noodles long enough to be edible, let alone prepare a real meal. And those noodles? Twice the calories, zero satisfaction. But hey, maybe that's by design, because the more we eat garbage, the sicker we get, and the more Big Pharma cashes in. I've seen enough documentaries lately to wonder if starving might honestly be the smarter choice. Because it's not just the chemicals in the food, it's the chemicals on the food. Pesticides, additives, and disease-ridden meat from animals crammed into filthy factories. When you're broke, the choices get worse. Food banks? Good in theory. But what do they mostly hand out? The junk that didn't sell, and what survives longest? Processed crap with ingredient lists that look like chemistry exams. Ever notice how food bank shelves are always overflowing with pastries and junk? No wonder half the country's broke, diabetic, and still somehow obese. Even if food banks help, the hours suck, open only a couple of hours one day a week during the workday, when the working poor like me can't even get there. Lines stretch for hours, like we've got time to waste waiting for the worst food money can't buy. Meanwhile, our government's answer to every problem? Tariffs. But guess what? Have you ever seen a billionaire CEO take a pay cut when tariffs hit? Didn't think so. We're the ones, always. Here's my reality. I work full-time, and still, my family can barely afford one meal a day. Okay, calling it a meal is generous. I wasn't joking about the ramen. There's a lot of rice, a lot of potatoes, a lot of bread. Doctors have warned my family we're at risk. Diabetes, heart disease, all because we can't afford to eat right. We're living proof you don't have to overeat to get fat. You just have to eat the wrong things, over and over, even in small portions. The more I look at this mess, starvation sounding like the logical plan. At least I'd save the grocery money, maybe fix the car, or pay for gas so I can get to work. To make the money that's almost enough to pay the bills, what about you? Is this catch-22, eat garbage or starve, making you crazy too? You're not alone. We're strong. We're angry. We're the frogs. See you in the next one.